Starting as Hisn Kayfa. Is that how you say it? Hisn Kayfa? Hisn Kayfa. And what do we need to do? Playing as Hisn Kayfa, reforge the Ayubid Empire. We have enthrone Timurid Prince. Alright, what do we need? We need 96 provinces. So you can see off to the side here, it's highlighting in like a purple color. So we need like all of the Mamluks. Almost all of this area down here near Yemen. And then some of this. We don't actually have to kill the Ottomans. Mostly just like Iraq and what's this one called again? Syria, this whole region. Okay, so just don't die and then blob. Got it. We can handle that. Cool. Yeah, don't die. That's a big part of it. We're losing money already. We've started off with 3 infantry, 1 cav. We have some decisions available. We can adopt the title of Khalifa. Cool. We can enforce religious unity. Cool. Let's do that. We have access to our clique, which is pretty bad right now. 15% taxes on 1 province is pretty awful. We might just end up taking lenient taxation, even though we don't have any vassals, because we want Diplo Rep to get alliances, and also, if we get a subject, even 1 subject will be hard to maintain, so I might just do that anyway. This is just, it's so insignificant, the amount of money that you make, and it doesn't apply to the 1 base ducats, so if we care about that, really. Only having 1 province is going to be tough to do our cliques. Alright, let's see what our special missions are. Prepare for war. Number of generals is at least 1. Total army is at least 100% force limit. We get a permanent claim on Al Jazeera area. Al Jazeera is this whole region to the south. 5 provinces, permanent claims. Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. What else do we have? We have Conquer Al Jazeera. Permanent claim on the Aleppo area. So first we go south, then we go west. Got it. Then after we reconquer Aleppo, we get a claim on Kurdistan and Erzurum. Kurdistan is the one above us. And then Erzurum. Where's Erzurum? This one as well. Alright, but some of these are not even needed for the achievement. Right? Like, Erzurum is not needed, so interesting. Ottomans, how do you feel about me right now? You get 59 reasons. Does anyone want to be our friend? We can ally Aniza and Dulkadir. Maybe Gazimukh and Shamar. Dulkadir desires, I'm sure, some land from this guy. Build to our force limit. That's like 2 more troops. I think we can afford to do that. Sure. We are led by Sheikh al-Salih. Salah. Al-Din Ayubid. He has malevolent personality trait. Also, scholar personality trait. 323 with an air that's a 233. We have tactical genius air. Cool. Alright, it's gonna be weird going back to playing on speed 4 after having played a whole bunch of multiplayer on speed like 1 to 2. Okay, we are probably gonna want to just pick up any alliance we can right now. Let's go ahead and say yes to an alliance with Dulkadir. Who's rivaled us? No one, and we have no possible rivals. Alright then. Kara's got 2 subjects and is hostile, wants my land. This guy is also hostile, wants my land. Bitless is a vassal underneath Kara. Okay, this is, yeah, okay. Alright, and then the other part of that mission was what? We need to have at least 1 general and we need 80% max force limit. So we need like 6 months worth of force limit. It's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and take the lenient taxation for the Diplo rep. Probably have to go into debt here in the beginning. Either prestige advisor. We probably can't afford any advisors. It's also probably safer to focus mill and get that mill tech out. Let's go ahead and make our guy into a guy. He's pretty bad. The emirs will not give me a general because they are not influential enough, and we can't get them there because they need to have 40 influence, and I can only get them up to 35. Okay, we have 6 whole development. It's pretty fancy. Let's turn on trade power for now. Lazy missionary? Yes, indeed. Okay, again, you have to bear with me while I'm playing slowly. Aniza and Shamar. Playing on speed 4 is going to be like way faster than what I'm used to lately from multiplayer, so I'll have to pause quite often, you know, a return to normalcy. Okay, Shamar has rivaled Aniza, and Aniza has rivaled Shamar, so it's one of these two. Can't have both. And then this guy would ally us as well, and he has a subject, so he's like a bonus. He's got an extra army. Let's get the alliance with him. Beyond that, Ajam is actually quite large, so let's definitely... Oh, hey, we can do a royal marriage. Yeah, all right. Ajam, I'm getting on this. Hopefully the Timurids don't, you know, attack him and make him die, and then we suddenly have to deal with that too. That could be quite bad. Unfortunately, the Ottomans just allied Akyunlu. Awesome! Cool! So you're saying if I want to take the land that I get the claims on, I have to attack either the Ottomans plus Akyunlu or Karaman plus his 2 subjects. Fun. Fun! I mean, he's gonna eventually want the land that Akyunlu owns, so it's not gonna last forever, but that's pretty bad. Also, he strongly desires the Dulkadiri land, which means we could be in a lot of trouble. But let's just give it a go, you know? Sometimes you just gotta roll the punches. Could be fun. I think we can still crawl our way out of here. Let's go with an alliance with Shamar. And that puts us up to 4 out of 4 already. So we got 3 alliances, and then Ajam is like an alliance next month type thing. Let's also improve relations with the Ottomans to try to keep him from wanting to murder me. Let's also improve relations with the Mamluks, just because, you know, we can. I'm not doing any permanent relationships right now, though, so no to the royal marriage offers and stuff. We're Sunni, so we don't have to worry about improving with the Pope. Good stuff. Right, of course. Just ally Austria. Why didn't I think of that? The fact that we have no valid rivals is kind of funny. I bet by the time that we get some Miltech, we will be able to rival somebody. Okay, the other thing that we need is a general to trigger that. And our ruler does count. So we need 100% force limit and then 80% manpower, but at this point, gotta be honest, it's not likely that we're gonna actually be able to declare a war, right? It'd have to be against Kara, who hopefully they'll implode. Don't ally Ajam, it'll pull you into the war with Timurids. Yeah, but we need to get involved with something. And if we actually help him in his war, then we could use him against Kara. He desires Kara's land, we could call him in on a promise of territory. Apparently Poland would rather have a 656 rather than all of the development of Lithuania. So that's cool. We can't see Novgorod or Russia or Muscovy, which is also kind of interesting. We have built to our force limit. Yay. Yeah, whatever, just turn that on now. And to prepare for war, we need a little bit more manpower. Are the Timurids going to be a threat here? Possibly. Oh, hey, this is actually really quite good, because now we can get the influence of the emirs high enough. No, we can't. In both cases, we're losing loyalty. Losing influence. Well, that sucks. Let's just take the loyalty hit then. Having only one province makes this pretty challenging. Yeah, exactly. Poland choosing that instead of taking the Union is basically them just deciding to be dead. Because Lithuania is... they're just not going to do well on their own. They need Polish leadership, man. And the wars begin. Not my wars. We have prepared for war. We have our claims. There's no chance that Ottomans are already going to betray this guy, right? 34 reasons. It's like England's getting started on their war. If we were to attack Mr. Kara, we have Ajam coming in on a promise of territory. He pulls in Gillen and his 2 subjects. I'm assuming that Kara is pretty strong. Got a force limit of 24 and 18,000 troops. Meanwhile, our allies, Ajam's got 12. Yeah, we're really weak right now. Listen to Spartacus, he knew nothing. Holy shit, that beard. It's a pretty big beard, man. It's getting pretty long. I don't think I'm gonna trim it. I'm just gonna let it grow for years. Who else desires... Mushasha desires land from Kara. Anyone else we can try to ally to pull in to a promise of territory or something on him? Alright, there's the first war. Bahmanis has declared war upon Gujarat. Timurids have declared war upon Ajam. I'm thinking, what if we rent out our troops as condottieri? Try to get some money. I need money, man. No land access to capital is the only reason, otherwise he'd pay 1.6x for our army. He'll pay us to join the war. You are at war with Timurids, Afghanistan, Khorasan, Trenzal, Shana, Sistan, Fars. How's this actually look? Could we actually join this and be reasonably safe? It seems like suicide, actually. But I kind of need to do something, you know? You like me enough to let me have access? No. How about anybody? Anybody want to give me access? I can't even get access to something out of my country, huh? Wait a second, we can get a royal marriage with the Ottomans. Okay. The run is not dead. Alright, our heir is a 233. We could make him into a general. I'd kind of like to wait until he's actually the ruler because he's got land leader maneuver +1 and that doesn't work until he's the actual leader of your country. So even though he should have +1 extra leader pip, you have to wait until he's the ruler. Yeah, I pulled the map back. We're going to take that on October 31st. Alright, let's see if we can, you know, convince the Timurids, or our ally to, like, connect his army to us, and we can maybe make our ally win the war. Somehow. Okay, you are a defensive alliance with 2 subject, like 9 troops, 6 troops down here. Belkadir is probably going to get dead, possibly due to the Ottomans, so I guess even though in theory Belkadir could help us against Akyunlu, it's just not going to happen at this point, so we'll break that alliance and stop being over the limit. We're losing 1 overall relationship, but negative 28 reasons for an alliance with the Ottomans, but at least with the royal marriage, we can get his opinion nice and high and stop him from being a mean guy. We could theoretically take stab to try to get prosperity in our crappy country. We're gonna have to develop our way out of this initial problem, I think. Like, I could save up and try to take tech, but like, just a little bit more money is gonna make way more impact overall. So let's go with dev cost reduction, and then let's just start cranking some diplo points and military, admin points into it. And that on its own just gave us 1 more force limit, which we kind of desperately need. How does this actually balance out? 32,000 on our side, 45,000 on their side. They've got more cavalry as well, so they've got like 12,500 extra infantry and an extra 6,000 cavalry. It's awful numbers. And we definitely don't want to be, you know, like really participating in this war much directly. But, you know, we have to try to do something. It would have been better if I could, like, if I could have gotten military access and rented out the condottieri. So we could at least get paid for having our army in the war. Now Kara has decided to declare war upon Ajam. Which I think is our sign, that's our cue to get the hell out, man. Yeah, we're not gonna honor that call, man. Never ally Ajam, they always suck. Yeah, I can see why you'd say that. They do seem to suck a bit. All right, let's just make this guy. Hey, that's actually pretty good. A 2-3. Do something with that. Problem is that the Timurids, they don't really want anything from us. We might do something. Hungary is making. Wow, Poland's having an awful game. So Poland said no to the Union over Lithuania, and then they lost Moldavia as a march, and instead it's a Hungarian march. So Poland is like super weak. So yeah, we've declined that call, which puts us back down to... No, we have the royal marriage with Ajam, we had to open with that. Messy, messy, messy start. Alright. Plan, new plan. I think after 12 months we're probably going to unconditionally surrender to the Timurids so that they get instantaneous occupation of our capital. And then we'll hopefully just piece this out for money, and then we can, you know, not be in this war. Sloppy? Possibly. I haven't played a lot of EU4 lately, so it's quite possible that I'm just bad. I could just be bad. But I have been... Hey, alliance offer from the Ottomans. I have been playing multiplayer, so we can invite someone to court. We can get the Hanafi. Admin tech cost -5. That's only worth 30 points. This is only really worth it if you can get 2 techs out of it, and even then it doesn't save you much. This lasts until 1466, 20 years. I don't think we're going to be able to get any benefit out of that right now. Incoming annul alliance with a peace deal? Oh, that would be brutal. They definitely will too, because they're gonna have enough war score. There's just no way I can actually get my way out, get out of this war without letting them have my capital occupied, because it just won't work. All right, okay. The Ottomans are subsidizing me. That's nice of them. Hey, you know what we're gonna do with that money? Buy a military advisor, probably. Well, let's just try it. Let's see what happens. Gain stab and lose loyalty with the burghers. Seems totally fine and good. Something about Dulkadir. So Dulkadir is being murdered by all of the people. He is defending against Ramazan as well as Karaman and the Karamanese thinger. Yeah, there's a lot going on right now. All right, let's just try it. We'll see what happens. If he breaks my alliance, then we're in a lot of trouble again, but you know, what can you do, really? Adrian L. 1996, thank you for sub, man. We still have the alliance with the Ottomans. So he didn't force us to annul the treaties, but I'm assuming that we lost, you know, we probably have, like, loans. No. No loans. I do have war subsidies. Like war reparations for a while. But we're still allied to the Ottomans. So I clicked it? I could have sworn that didn't actually have any information on it. Okay, maybe. Right, we will have loans soon, but... Let's try to take a few fewer loans. How big are our loans? 5 ducats right now because we have 11 development. Can we get one more development? No. Oh well. SMS 028 EU4 again. Indeed, yes. Let's actually not go there. Let's see if anyone wants condottieri. The Ottomans only want our troops if they're free. Dulkadir is about to die, so that'd be a great person to rent to. Just so we can get a little bit of money. He's fully occupied, and there's just no way he's going to survive. And we'll still be black flagged, so let's just rent our whole army to him. And then as soon as this peace deal goes away, we will no longer have them rented, and we can rent them to somebody else. So, yeah, honestly, yeah. How you open up with this achievement run is clearly to immediately declare unconditional surrender to the Timurids. And that's just what you're supposed to do. Dulkadir just accepted peace with Karaman, full annexation. See? So now the condottieri contract is gone and he just paid off our debt. So we're good.